Yesterday, I drove my bike home here, like maybe, I don't know, 200 meters further down the road, and a bird shit on my jacket right here. I was driving and I felt something hit my chest, and I looked down and I was full of bird shit. Horrible. Yeah, so that's that. Today, on the other hand, something else fell on my head, and it was flowers. So that was kind of a nice contrast. And I guess that it brings luck if a bird shits on you. That's what I'm going to tell myself, at least. That's what my best friend told me. So believe what she says. So, yeah, let's hope that it's true. About 2 weeks ago, I bought a kilo of flour, and I was gonna make bread, and I never did. So today, we're gonna make the dough for some homemade bread, because I'm gonna be a bread girly. I'm gonna make my own bread. I've made like whole wheat bread before, but I've actually never made just like bread with normal flour. So let's see. A friend sent me a recipe for really, really easy bread, so let's hope that it's really, really easy. I've come across two little problems. I don't have a scale, I don't have one of the type of the flours, and I don't have a pot to bake it in. So I'm gonna wing it and use a cup as a measurement, so it won't be the exact measurements as in the recipe, but it'll still be like the same parts of everything, hopefully. Let's see. And I'm gonna use this to bake it in. Let's hope that this works. That is now just resting in the oven. It has to rest for like 15 hours, which is quite long. But I've been enjoying being in the kitchen, as always. I recently also tried to make some kimchi. I'll show you. Here's my kimchi. It's almost gone. But it was so cool when I opened it. I don't know if it still does it. if you can hear that. But when I opened it the first time, since it's fermented, it was sizzling and buzzing. And that was really cool. It was going like, and it almost looked like bubbly water. It was a bit scary. I was a bit freaked out to eat it because it had been standing in that closet for like 2 weeks fermenting. But it turned out good. I'll put the recipe down below. It was really easy too. So I'm very curious to see how this bread will turn out. I don't know, it's not going to be done for a while. Oh, but it already got a little bit bigger from the yeast. I don't know about this one, guys. I don't know about this one. Okay. Oh, fuck, it's hot. Let's do a taste test. Oh, it's really hard. Ooh. Ooh. It doesn't look too bad. It actually looks pretty good. Wow. Okay, let's try it plain. Yum. That's good. That crunch. It's really fluffy. It's really fluffy. It could have used a bit more salt. And I think, I don't know, it's a bit dense. I think I didn't let it sit long enough because you were supposed to let it sit for 15 to 19 hours. Now I only let it sit for like 9. Oops. And I also didn't have the right form to bake it in, but like despite all the changes I made, especially not following the recipe with the exact measurements in different flours, it's pretty good. Today I was gonna go to the gym, but the sun is shining and it looks so nice outside, which you can't see, but that's okay. So I am going to inline skate. I bought inliners half a year ago. I've used them once. I fell. I didn't hurt myself, but I fell. And I haven't used them since. So they have also just been laying around in my closet. And yeah. Let's put them to use. Okay, full on filming. In public, I just had a little issue. I went out with the inliners on already. I went out of my house and I live right next to train tracks. And then I noticed I have to cross the train tracks and I wasn't able to do it with the inliners. I was too scared. There were a bunch of people. I didn't want to cross over and completely like fall on my face. So I sat down on the floor and I took off the inliners and now I'm putting them back on here where it's a bit easier to drive, I think. It's super empty because it's literally just a Wednesday morning, so everyone's working and doing stuff. But yeah, since I don't have uni on Wednesdays, I have the morning off, which is nice. So I get to do things like go on an inliner ride and film myself in public. hello from the train. I'm on a really, really full train from Frankfurt to Saarbrücken. I was in Frankfurt yesterday to teach my first yoga class with children, which was really nice. I was super nervous. It was 7 kids at a elementary school. This is so awkward, but I'm trying to face my fears. But it was 7 kids at elementary school, 1st grade, 2nd grade, and 2 4th graders. And oh my god, yeah, I was so nervous because I don't really do much with kids, right? But I learned how to do it, so I really wanted to, and it was really, really fun. It was totally different than with grown-ups. It's way more playful. In the start, what we did was I asked the kids how they all feel, and then afterwards we did like the bee humming meditation. And then I had a Playmobil farm and set it up in the middle of the room and put a cloth on it, and then we all like opened it together and talked about the theme for today. And then we started with the class, and we were a bunch of different farm animals like chicken and cows and cats and pigs and crickets as well. And yeah, it was interesting to try to keep the kids like calm. Like they would run around a lot and then get really hyper, so I need to see that I don't get them too hyper and find a way to bring some peace back in. And there was one girl who was like really, really hyper and kept animating the others to keep talking, and she wasn't quiet. And I was a bit overwhelmed because, yeah, I don't really have much to do with kids, right? And then the 4th grader, she always does yoga with her mom, so she like helped me out and kind of started just incorporating breathing exercises and calming the other ones down. And I was like, okay, let's do that. She just like looked at me and she went shh, and then we all did that and it worked. Everyone was quiet, and then in the end I let them all draw butterflies that they were supposed to imagine. And then in the end we did a little meditation where they had to imagine a flower and how the flower smells. And the one little boy went, oh, I can really smell it. I can really smell it. I can really see it. It was so, so cute, and it was really, really fun. And the class basically just happened by itself. There was nothing to worry about. Kids are going to do whatever they want to do, you know, and the most important thing is that they have fun. So obviously like the plan isn't going to be the way it's going to go, but I'm really excited. I'm going to do 3 classes in total to try it out, and I'm going to see if I can do more of those because yeah, that was cool. When I first entered the school, there were a bunch of kids running around. I thought, oh my god, I'm very curious to see how this is going to go. A bunch of wound up kids coming into my class, but it was really fine in the end.